We're all about staying humble, but definitely key thing is hustle hard. And we do that together as a unit, as an organization. I want to make a difference. I want to make a change because real estate has been great to me. This industry has been great for my family. And I want to give back.
If you were able to just give one tip, what would that be?
Find a good mentor, find a good support system, find a good community.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to another episode of What Would It Cost? Today, I'm sitting down with my boy, Ray. We had an awesome episode on his podcast. It hit. We had lots of fun, lots of laughs. We're going to do the same today. This gentleman's very inspiring. He's a leader that cares for his soldiers and that puts them before himself and is worried about their books, their volume, their success, and everything to do with company culture and in between. It's an inspiring gentleman I'm sitting next to right now. Ray, thank you for joining us today, my brother.
Thanks for having me, brother.
My man, Ray.
My man, Nick.
Here we are. Nick
Regina.
Yeah.
I got it this time.
First time he made the intro, he goes, rhymes with what?
A city in Saskatchewan.
I like the call out, brother, but it's good to be reacquainted here and that it's come full circle.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So stay humble and hustle. And
you know
go
what, brother?
hard.
Hustle hard, stay
Hustle
humble.
Hard. All right.
Right? You're on our podcast, the Hustle Hard, Stay Humble pod. And thanks for returning the favor. I'm here now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, no problem. And I love what you guys are doing over there. It's not just simply returning the favor for allowing me on your platform, but I wanted to have you on here as you were invited a couple of times prior to me coming on your podcast, but you stiffed us.
Not exactly true.
No?
We both stiff each other.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We both stiff each other.
It's too cool. He was playing hard to get, but now I got him. I got him in. But no, long story short, love what you're doing. Know that you have a team under you. You guys are moving and shaking in the business. Most recently, congratulations. You won an award for pounding some serious volume down. And that's not easy to do, especially in the market that we're in right now. But that comes from good leadership. That comes from good systems and processes. That comes from good teammates. That comes from a culture, where people are like-minded and they're hustling hard. So tell us a little bit about how you play the role being at the helm of all that and what that looks like on an ongoing basis.
Yeah, so a bit about our organization. We're HAUS Real Estate, HAUS, House. Kind of play on words with the HOUSE. And no, we're all about staying humble, but definitely key thing is hustle hard. And we do that together as a unit, as an organization. Right now, we currently have 12 agents and 6 support staff. So almost like a 2-to-1 ratio. And I love it. And what I realized is that from the very beginning, because I got my license 16 years ago, I entered real estate with no coach, no team, no mentor. And it was very toxic environment 16 years ago, very dog-eat-dog, Wolf of Wall Street style. And a lot of help that I needed, I didn't get. I had to figure shit out myself, basically. And I never want to see any other agent kind of walk my path in the first few years of my career. So that's why when I started a team, it first started called the HAUS team, but then quickly I realized that it's not about me. It's not. It's me and my brother co-founded the HAUS team. It's not about us. It's about a community that we want to grow, right? It's about HAUS. So that's why we dropped the name, the HAUS team. And now it's called HAUS Real Estate, and we try to we pretty much incorporate that in everything. We have in-house media, HAUS, in-house. We call it open house.
Yeah.
And we try to do play on words, and it's try to be creative with it. Even some people come into an open house, like, listen, Ray, I'm not here to buy or sell the open house, buy this house.
Yeah.
But I want to come in and just want to say how well you do your marketing and how well you do your play on words. And we're all about that maximum exposure, hustling nonstop for our clients, hustling nonstop for our listings.
Yeah.
Because you never know where the buyer comes from.
Yeah.
So we believe in marketing in all platform and all channels, to your database, to our team members' database. We all leverage each other because you never know where the buyer come from. But I know that if I do my best, if I were to promote in every possible platform and database and go 24/7 of that, then I will find a buyer and I will get top dollar for our listing. or I'll find the dream house for my buyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we believe in. Right now, we have a very solid community, and I'm very proud of that. But at the same time, I'm very happy that like a lot of other agents and a lot of other people see that and they want to be part of this. It's amazing so far.
Yeah. And you're a true testament of hustle hard and stay humble, right?
Right.
Like I could feel that off of you in the few conversations that I have had with you in the podcast that I got the pleasure of doing on your platform. You know, I really got that from you, right? In a big way. So not easy to do. And I'd like to tip my hat to you, especially someone who's been crushing it and been doing it for as long as 16 years, right? Like good on you, right?
Well, it's the same on your organization. I see that, right? The energy that you have at Spark Financial Group, everyone is supporting one another, right? I can see that. Everyone is having a great time. It's not just like they're coming to work, dreadful, tired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'm back to work again, 9 to 5. It's like, I can see everyone's pumped.
Yeah.
I can see while waiting at the front there, everyone's saying hi to each other, having a conversation. It's great.
Yeah.
I love what you guys do. Love what you guys are doing here.
That's awesome. Thank you for that. And what is it that keeps you motivated? What's Raymond's why? What's the biggest why? What are you doing this all for, brother?
My why has changed along the way. My why now, and I wake up every morning thinking, how can I drive positive change? Mm-hmm. I want to make a difference. I want to make a change because real estate has been great to me.
Okay.
Been doing this for a long time, and real estate, this industry has been great for my family. And I want to give back, and I want to find ways to drive positive change. I literally saw a stat today, one of the charts. There's 130,000 agents in Ontario.
Okay.
They showed all the different agents in different provinces. How many agents in BC? BC has 26,000. Ontario has 130,000 agents. And the average sold in Ontario per agent is 1.7 per year.
Okay, I seen that stat.
You see that stat, right? Where Vancouver is 3.7, so almost double.
Wow.
Right? And the amount, it's crazy. I'm like thinking, it's way too easy to get licensed, right? It's way too easy to become a real estate agent, right? Look at the BC chart. I use BC as a comparable. Obviously, Saskatchewan, New Brunswick, it's much smaller, the number. But for some reason, Ontario is like 10, 15 times more agents than all the other provinces.
Yeah.
Right? But we're the least per transaction per year. But we have the most homes to sell.
Right.
Which is, it's just mind-boggling. I don't get that.
And a popular stat and saying, right? And I don't know if it's still a stat and data that exists and is factual, but 5% of the realtors are selling 95% of the product out there.
Yes.
So when you water it down and you average out at 1.7 per realtor, that's far from the truth in regards to what is happening with the average realtor selling that many units. It's almost like I would imagine, that top 5% and the 95%, there being a landslide of a style of gap in between.
What's the 80-20
right?
rule in all businesses, right?
Yeah,
20% is doing 80% of the business, 80% of the agents doing 20% of the business.
Yeah.
That's the general.
Right.
But
which for a weapon like yourself and trained, experienced agents that you have on your team, like you're eating a lot more up, right? Like then, I don't know.
Well, yeah, we do on average we sell 2 homes per week on average. but
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say, I'm not here to boast my numbers, right? But
I'm here to get that out of you though.
Love it, man.
104. All right.
Yeah.
A little bit better than 1.7 there, eh, Ray? Go for it.
Going back to the point.
Sorry.
Going back to the point of the chart that really kind of why we got into this is that 1.7 per agent per year. That's the average homes they sell.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Right.
And you can't blame the public to think that, these agents make too much money. We make money way too fast. We're not serving the clients properly. And we're just, glorified or drivers or glorified door openers, right? I really want positive change in the sense that I feel like we can do better.
Right.
And I'm so sick of tired of agents flashing their G-Wagon, their Rolexes, their gold watch, their Gucci belt, coming out of a nice car, and their listing videos and their house tours or whatever, in any of their content videos. And they put that in the pedestal. They put that in the forefront of the video first.
Right.
How is that possible? Like, I'm thinking if I were a seller or buyer looking to buy a house, how does that help me with my situation?
Right.
how are you promoting your listing that way, right?
Yeah.
Now I get it. If you're selling luxury, it's a different lifestyle. You're selling a lifestyle. I get it. But the average buyer is like buying a $500K to $2 million. Like, I don't get that. And where I feel like we can do better, and that's why I said that I'm in a stage right now, like why I wake up every morning trying to think of how can I first drive positive change to my family.
Beautiful.
How can I drive positive change with myself? Then I can support my family. Then after that is how can I drive positive change within my organization? And then it starts within. It starts within. If I can drive positive change in my organization, then eventually I can drive positive change within this industry, right? But it starts with the inside out,
Right.
right? And you know, and I do it patiently, and I try to distill that every day by day in my organization with what you do with our content. Really, one of the I brought you onto our podcast because like this is the way we should be, like collaborating, supporting one another.
Yeah.
Not you trying to one up each other or ego gets in the way in a deal. Like that, how can you properly serve your clients like that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's my why.
If you guys are liking the way this episode is moving forward, just give us a like, give us a subscribe. It's that easy. Let's get it. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's very cool, and totally sings the tune and hovers around that word humble, right? Like truly.
Stay humble.
Yeah.
Like I've been there before, right? I when I first started, because I didn't have proper guidance, I thought that when I first started real estate, I have to be that agent. I have to look like an agent.
Yeah.
Right? There's a look like a certain way. Right? You right? And in this business.
How did you so tell me a little bit about what you did.
No, like every day
going
getting suited up.
Okay.
Right? And a certain way of talking or attitude or anything. But
give me an example, Ray.
give me an example.
Yeah. Give me.
I can't.
When you weren't so humble, give me an example.
I was still humble, I would say. I was still humble, okay? But I'm just saying that at the same time that I wasn't at all that comfortable. Like I felt like I wasn't deep down, I was like, I'm not being my authentic self.
Yeah. Got it.
You know what I mean?
It didn't align with that look and that attitude and that way of approaching business.
Like I thought that that's what was the way to get successful. And I thought that was the way, like that's what client expects.
Yeah.
But it's not true.
Yeah.
Client actually wants authenticity. They want you to be a consultant, advisor, and really care for them. And that's why one of my mottos is put people first. And that's what I've always been like. So I feel like I got rid of the suits. I still wear here and there. I love dressing up. Like it's part of my thing, right? But still, it's not my true self is just putting people first.
Yeah.
So I realized that it's about value, right? It's always about just giving value. And when you do that first, in all instances, I feel like everyone wins.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Love that.
Yeah.
You're a family man, Ray. Tell me a little bit about what that looks like, because you got a busy schedule, and you. I remember speaking with you a little bit about it again on the podcast that we did. That's big for you. You're a family man, and talk to me about how you balance the work life.
Balance the work life, eh? So I wake up every morning at 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Because we all know how it is running an organization, doing the deals. And at the same time, 2 kids and the third one coming up now.
Nice.
And
Congrats, bro.
Thanks, brother.
Big.
Yep.
Big.
And the only alone time I really have that can really truly think to myself and like manifest is in the mornings. That's the reason why I wake up early. And I call it the golden hour, right? Because that's where I feel like I do the most work that actually really move the needle. But before I do that, I get my workout in. I feel like once you wake up, you really got to move your body, right? Do as heavy as possible, because I feel like there's a lot of fires I got to put out throughout the day. And when you move really heavy, get really, really painful, all the other stuff just become easy.
Nice.
Right? So I go really hard in the beginning. I try. And the days I'm not working out, I try to stretch or meditate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't go to gym every single day, but 3 or 4 times a week. And after that, I do the work. I manifest ideas. I get on my laptop, answer some emails for 15, 20 minutes, get a nice nutrition dense breakfast, then drive the kids to school.
Weapon.
Yeah.
Weapon.
Yeah.
Like it.
And
So
then
you're busy for 4 hours in the morning before you even drive them to school. Because
Well, kids wake up at 7:30, so I already got that 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you. What is foundation to launch off of for the rest of the day, right? Like that's powerful.
You got it, brother.
Yeah, that's powerful. Good for you. And what time do you usually shut the engines down? Because realtors are known for showings after hours. Or are you at that point now
That's
where
the number one question I get.
Yeah.
I sleep at 9:30. Yeah.
Sleep at 9:30. Yeah,
sleep-
sure, to get
I
up
want to tell
before.
everyone, like, even though I wake up early, get your sleep in because sleep is extremely important.
Yeah.
I don't sleep late. And I'm in a position that I'm very blessed that I have a streamlined process and I've trusted people that can help me do the showings and do the deals sometimes. I still do the deals because I feel like if you stop trading real estate, you're going to be out of touch. And you're going to be out of tune of the market, which that you can't really serve your agents and help them because they're going to have a lot of rely on you on advice on that.
Yeah.
So I still trade on that. And plus, I love trading. I'm a deal maker. I love doing deals. I will never stop trading real estate. Okay. And I'm blessed in that situation that I've systemized, I have a streamlined process that I can sleep early.
Nice.
And
Good
do my
for
thing
you.
in the morning. Yeah.
Right on. Good on you. And that takes years of experience and understanding how to navigate through the day and how to delegate and how to implement certain structure and hire support staff and like that, what is, tell us a little bit about that formula, Ray.
When I look back, it actually doesn't actually take that long. But it's because I didn't get proper guidance and I wasn't in the support system or coaching or anything like that. Proper coaching. I got coaching in my 5th or 6th year. I realized that I made a lot of mistakes. Drove a lot of different roads that I should have drove on a different route. Really, and really, the systemization is extremely important in real estate because you want a scalable, repeatable, predictable business.
Right.
You want a business that doesn't stress you out. That everybody comes into this business for different reasons, and everyone has different ambitions. Not everybody wants to be $1 million real estate agent.
Right.
Some people get into the business perfectly happy with 100K, 200K, 300K, right? And at the end of the day, your goal for being in real estate in your career is to achieve a lifestyle-friendly business. That's key. Like you got to treat this as a business first. Some people come in the wrong mindset as like a job or a salary, or you're going to be dead if you have that mindset. I'm telling you, because you got to come in knowing that you are the owner of your business and you are an entrepreneur. You have to think like that. You have to. And it's about achieving lifestyle-friendly business. And the only way to do that is to systemize and streamline your organization, your business, or you are going to be running around, revolving around the client schedule and no real plan. And that's always not a good idea if you're running a business.
And it could lead to frustration, right?
Yeah.
And then people get discouraged when they're steady frustrated and they're banging their heads up against the wall and they're like, I can't figure this out. And you could be really good at it and you could exhaust the amount of hours that are on the clock. But unless you got that framework and that understanding and that formula, right? You feel almost like a rat on the wheel, right? Like you're just burning out.
And you got to develop bad habits, right? And like you said, it's frustrating and it's not good for your own health. You're gonna get burnt out. You're gonna get demotivated. Right, and you got to give up. But if you put yourself in a position, surrounded in a good environment, find mentors, find the support system. At the same time, like go listen to podcasts, go do trainings, go have a solid plan every day. Right. You do want some kind of consistency in your life. If you're in a real estate, mortgage broker, some kind of commission-based career, because you need discipline. You need some kind of right?
You'll
Do you agree?
feel all over the place. That's a strong point. Because we make our own schedules or we work on our own time, or we have those luxuries, right? And again, those are words that are used that are associated with our calendars and the way that we move and shake. But really, to go to your point, if you don't create that foundation in that schedule and abide by it and have some discipline to stay consistent, you'll go fucking crazy in the head.
You go nuts. One of the manager in my early years, they said that the best part of being in real estate is you create your own calendar. You know what's the worst part of being an agent, Raymond?
Create your own calendar.
Create your own calendar. If you ain't disciplined, you're gonna fall off fast.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
No, and I think I could personally say I learned the hard way when it came to that, right? Just not knowing how to really dial in time management. That's what it comes down to, right? And understand.
You learn on the way.
Yeah.
You learn and grow. So.
So for any of the young entrepreneurs, let's say outside of real estate, right? Because, you know, the skill sets that you have and the experience that you have in running a team and scaling your business and, you know, doing everything that you're doing in regards to the personal development piece and all that other good stuff. What would be your number one tip? If you were able to just give one tip to the audience listening in, to some younger entrepreneurs, what would that be?
Find a good mentor, find a good support system, find a good community, right? The reason why you want a strong community is because, and it's for any business, right? Doesn't matter if you're insurance, real estate, or finance.
Yeah.
It's like the power of masterminds. It's like a masterclass on steroids.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine you have different leaders in your marketplace sharing knowledge, uplifting one another, supporting one another. No ego. No ego, right?
Yeah.
It's and passing that good energy around.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like an extended family.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys,
that's a powerful stuff.
Guys, for all you young entrepreneurs listening in, those were two very, very powerful points. Okay, guys, coaching and mentoring, because they've been there, they've done it, they've figured it out, right? So don't think that you have to learn the hard way or go through those years and those millions of dollars in a lot of cases that it takes to learn what they've learned, as they got the formula, right? So, and surrounding yourself with the right community is extremely powerful, because that very popular saying that goes, you know, show me who your friends are, right? And before even meeting you, I'll have a great understanding for who it is you are. The same goes in business, right? Who are the weapons that you're surrounding yourself with? And are those movers and shakers that really know what they're doing? And if they are, and you're being coached, beautiful points. And I love the way that you spat those out so quickly too, because you hit the nail on the head with them. Absolutely.
I truly think so. And that's one of the reasons why I'm all about creating a community, right? And I don't have the answers for everything. I can say that. Like, agents come to me and say, oh, have you dealt with something like this? Or what would you do in this position? And I'm like, I don't have the answer for you for that. But I know who does. This team member, Cherry, does.
Right.
This team member, Michael, does.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why when you have a good culture and everyone really wants the best for one another, it's a powerful force.
Absolutely. Jack of all trades, master of none. But for you as the leader to understand that and embrace your teammates and say, no, he's the expert with that, or she's the expert with that. And that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck in regards to feedback and advice. That's powerful, right? Because a lot of times, you know, some leaders out there will be sitting in the room and they'll have to be the smartest one at the table and the one that are calling the shots from all the seats, right? And again, no judgment, no chirping over here, but I'm not a believer in that, right? And I know a lot of other rock stars that are doing it right aren't either, right? So
you need to have a deep humility for yourself. You have to, right? And it's about improving yourself. It's about improving yourself, not proving yourself. It's about improving yourself. I'm constantly improving. I literally just told my team yesterday that I learned something from Brian. And Brian is the young gun, 23 years old, just got his license. This guy's killing it.
Yeah.
And I told him I learned something from him.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
Like, and that's powerful stuff in a sense that like everyone has different strengths.
Yeah.
I feel like don't worry so much about your weakness. Don't worry so much on improving your weakness, I find it. Instead, put yourself in a position with different people who really support one another, leverage off each other. Leverage is a key word.
Yeah.
And everyone has different strengths.
Yeah.
And leverage each other's strengths.
Yeah.
I'm not that strong maybe in the new TikTok trend or what these Gen Zs are trending, right? But what Brian did in his videos, I'm like, I learned something there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Nice.
And that's why I feel like we are proactive and not reactive, right? With the marketplace.
Yeah.
I'm always finding different ways to market, innovative marketing.
Right.
And you can do that if you have different walks of life in your organization, and everyone truly wants the best for another, and everyone really supporting each other and sharing knowledge with each other.
Yeah, love that. Love that. The humility aspect is massive. And the fact that you make that known to your team too. Like, hey guys, look, this 23-year-old kid over here, right?
Yeah.
I just learned something really valuable from him. And I think that he should take the stage and say his piece, and everyone maybe take a little, advice from it.
I always give everyone the center stage. And it's not just me.
Yeah.
Like in our community, it's no hierarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe in any kind of hierarchy. Everyone's equal. Everyone really wants the best for each other. Everyone's trying to put those points on the scoreboard. It's all about getting those wins every single day, right? But when there's challenge, we can count on one another. Just like you said on my pod, you take a bullet for me, I take a bullet for you.
Yeah.
Everyone got each other's backs.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what really makes it be that the show is a beautiful one, right? As
So
it continues
let me
to go
ask you,
on.
Nick, how do you
Yeah.
instill culture every single day to your organization?
Yeah, leading by example, right? And really showing up on an ongoing basis and acknowledging them for their hard work, for their dedication, for things that they do that add to what it is we've built here. Because this is far from a one-man show. Very, very far from one-man show. And everybody needs to know that. They need to know that they're as big as a contributor to what's going on over here as I am, right? I'm just simply doing my role. So I feel that when everyone feels that, but truly understands it, then it just makes it so vibrant and beautiful and full of love, right? And from there, a lot of things, great things start to happen. Yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna go a bit deeper here, because we all have it in our leadership and running an organization. There always gotta be people that are not open with the communication, or like they want to do better, but they're a bit hesitant to ask their upper line or you or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, how do you make sure everybody's happy? That's what I'm like. How do you make sure everybody is happy and they're growing and everyone's winning?
Yeah, conscious communication is really big, right? And being able to sit down and set the stage properly for a conversation to take place in the right setting at the right time, and just hear them out. Just listen, right? Let them talk. Understanding what their wants, needs, and desires are, right, are very important, right? And if I can equip them with what they need to do their jobs and have it be that their wants, needs, and desires are met from the company's end, then, it's just going to turn out to be an awesome result, right?
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
We have a thing in our community called Pursue Growth and Learning, and open communication is so important.
Yeah.
So important, because everybody has the down days or the down months or whatever.
Sure.
And it's not about we're the best and even though we're on the roll or we're winning, there's always ways to improve. And I will send out, one good suggestion is I will send out like a Google form. I email them, all of our team members, support staff, doesn't matter if it's sales agent or support, and different questionnaires about what do you think about this? How can we improve on that? Is there anything that you want to say? And it'll be like totally anonymous. Totally anonymous.
I like
right?
that.
Unless they choose to put their name on it, then we can set a time, Calendly link, schedule it in, one-on-one. Let's talk about it.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's been working for us.
See, constructive and to take that, like, as a leader, as constructive feedback, and to go to your point, right? Be humble and leave the ego aside is powerful, because that's how we all continue to show up and improve. We're far from perfect, and we'll always be far from perfect, right? But the fact that you do that as a leader, that is fucking amazing, brother. I love that.
Listen, hustle will always be talent. Hustle, doesn't matter how gifted you are or how talented, hustle will always be talent.
Yeah.
Humble, stay humble. Why? Because when you stay humble, it allows you to be creative. It allows you to be always constantly improving. It always puts you on your ground, right? That's why hustle hard, stay humble, baby.
Yeah.
You know?
Love it. And what do you have planned for the next year, 5 years, 10 years? What are some exciting things that we should know about, right? I know you got a lot going on and your team is growing, you're smashing volume, you're doing these amazing things to show up as a solid leader on an ongoing basis. But What are some exciting things that you want us to know about?
I'm excited growing my agent's business. When I see their grow, I get
out.
excited. Yeah,
Check
I get
that out.
I get excited. So I'm excited to see them constantly winning and growing their business, their organization within the organization.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm pumped about.
Yeah.
And at the same time, when they're growing, I'm growing. We're all growing, and the community is growing.
Yeah.
So I'm not in a rush, or I'm not in a hurry to like grow the organization, grow the community.
Yeah.
If we're vibing, if you have the same energy, then let's go.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm all about attracting and not recruiting, right? If we have the same ethos and the same energy, I feel we can work along together.
Yeah.
So I'm in no hurry to grow to this for like as a 50-man team, 100-man or whatever. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Right. It's about quality. So like I don't. That's what my plans are. Right.
love that.
Constantly just growing myself, leading by example. This way I can grow the community, and growing my agent's business at the same time. Just doing cool marketing, just doing dope shit, doing dope shit with dope people. If you have awesome people in your organization,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like life
Yeah.
is good. Like your career is fun, and going
Yeah.
to work is fun.
Yeah.
Right? Just doing dope shit, talking about dope things with dope people. Right?
I love that.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's cool, man. And you know what? That's spoken by a true leader, because you're worried about everybody else's book, how much volume they're putting through, their success. And that, goes back to what we were spitting game about on your podcast. You take a bullet for me, I take a bullet for you kind of vibe. It wasn't, in any regard to do with the corporation, the operation, your volume, how big the team was going to be with members that aren't joint yet, that are going to be joint. It was about who's there right now and how do I help them out, right, in a big way and grow their book. So that's beautiful, bro. That's very powerful, Ray.
Have fun, man. Have
Yeah.
fun. Have fun what you're doing. Life is too short to be stressed out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
So love what you do. Be authentic. Be yourself.
Love that. And any closing statements for the audience, and anything that they should know about you? Where do they follow along this journey, this beautiful journey that you're on? And yeah.
We can find me on my house tours and our YouTube channel. We're known to have cool house tours. So that's at HAUS Tours. My IG handle is Raymond_HAU. Yeah, that's where you find me. LinkedIn, anywhere.
All
Yeah.
right.
I want to say, though, thanks for having me, Nick.
Of course.
What you're doing here is amazing. I'm truly honored. And it's just great energy every time I come here, man.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot, brother.
Thank you for joining. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of What Would It Cost? It was a pleasure sitting down with my boy Ray. And please don't forget to subscribe, like. That's how we keep the show on the road. And we'll see you next week.